Hello there. I am currently in the middle of making a mess, but I'm on the tail end of making my mess. And again, Bill's in the shower, so I'm updating. It is Tuesday, April 1st. Happy first day of April. This is what we have going on today. I am currently working on my nasturtium seeds. I soaked 3 varieties of nasturtium last night in water, and then I am doing 1 tray of convolvulus. Gotta show you. This is where I am with my beautiful violet and the clover. There are little flowers coming up. Where are they? They're in there, right there. Funny little flowers. So I used Azos on those and they look amazing. That was a month ago, I believe, beginning of March, towards the end of February. Okay, so I have one more to do of nasturtium. I'm just going to do the rest in here. So that's what those are for. These nasturtium are the ones that I picked and saved from last season. So see how those manage. And then I got these pretty orchid, and then there's another red variety that I have. But let's take a little walk outside. There's my lovely mess to clean up. Okay, so we come back outside. These are the ones that I've been hardening off on and off for like the last 2 weeks. And I had to slow down on hardening those off because we had some pretty traumatic weather in the last few days. And then it was freezing temps again overnight. I just don't want to put them out yet, if that's the case. I do to try milk jugs to put over. I think I'd be fine putting milk jugs over the broccoli, the lettuce, the spinach, but not so much the sugar snap peas and the sweet peas. So I'm hesitant, maybe this weekend. I'm not really in a rush though either. They're doing fine where they're at. So if I have to wait a little bit longer, so be it. And then we found, this is the big old tray I did over the weekend. Flowers galore. It's marigolds. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 varieties of marigolds, 6 cells each, and then 2 varieties of cosmos. I've never done cosmos, so it should be interesting. 6 cells in each of those rows, and then my row of zinnias, 6 cells in each of those rows. I am pretty hopeful with this tray. It's a new one. We shall see how it goes. And then I come over here and I've got, that's the red nasturtium that I started. And then this snapdragon, this was a tray of snapdragons. These are old seeds. Only those came up from this variety. So then I just refreshed the dirt and put the convolvulus in the other cells. So that I need to remember. 3 are the snapdragons, the rest are the convolvulus. Okay, pansies, cannot wait to pot these. All of my tomatoes finally have popped, every variety. Petunias, this is my next tray that I need to refresh, soil, and plant something else in those cells. I can't stand to see empty cells. These are not very big, so there's going to be some transitioning there. I have more flowers I need to do anyway. Daisies, I just did these over the weekend. Up-potted those. I have some friends that are going to take some of those daisies, and then I'll keep some for myself. Gomphrena. Now, I struggled with those. Kind of want to plant some more. Those required soaking apparently, and then when I put them in the soil, maybe I didn't cover them very well, but I found a bunch that had scooted to the top of the soil. I don't know what happened. Those are brand new seeds. They're from M.I. Gardner, I think, either that or Baker Creek. So I'm a little disappointed. These calendula, it's interesting how some are just amazing. Doesn't, and then some are just, I don't know, I think they got burnt by the sun because they were in a sunny spot. They just pop up. Ah, root rot. Crumb, I am overwatering. That's not good. Okay, I gotta remember that for next year. I overdid it on water this year on some of these. Let's see, yarrow, those are kind of at a standstill. Columbine seeds that I tried to plant and nothing happened there, so I'll just put something else in that soil. A couple violas back there, that's old seeds. A couple petunias. I've got beautiful columbine and some poppies back there. Yarrow. Baby's breath is popping. Those germinated extremely well. Lavender, I soaked those. Again, too much water. I think I got nervous with this. I think with the greenhouse, I got a little uncertain with how much water would be retained if I bottom watered probably too much, and then I think the greenhouse is just trapping all that moisture and it's not whisking away. So, and it's been cold. It's been really cold, so I have not been opening the greenhouse because the sun hasn't been coming out. And with the sun not coming out, the porch doesn't warm up. And if the porch doesn't warm up, then I'm worried the plants are going to be too cold. So not everything's ruined, but I definitely learned. So temperature was an issue out here on those not so sunny days. So overwater. Don't overwater when you know it's going to be cold and gloomy. If it's going to be sunny, then go ahead and do the normal watering. But if it's not, don't do it. So that's my reminder. This, this bizarre mix of snapdragons are doing much, much better. So I'm excited for those. These were new, strawflower and aster. Down here, hollyhock, that's another new one. I'll water those tonight. And then I fertilized all last week too, so my peppers are doing great. And then the couple larger tomatoes I started earlier, and the onions, I trimmed them as well last week or 2 weeks now. So those are doing fine. And now I'm just thankful for a sunny day because, oh, the overwatering, oh, that makes me sad. I hope I didn't ruin. Doesn't look like they're all ruined, but I'm sure I ruined some. But that's where we're at. Died. I don't think that pepper survived after I cut it back. That's okay. I didn't know what was going to happen there. And then lots of growth from the hyacinths and tulips. I got daffodils and hyacinths for Easter this year, so I'm excited to get those and get those in the ground. I just don't know where I'm going to put them. And yeah, lots of experimenting. Not everything went the way I was hoping, but that's all I have. Have a good day. Bye.